BloodRayne is a 2002 action-adventure fighting game set during World War II where you play as a half-vampire, half-human thing named Rain. BloodRayne is great fun. The story starts out as Rain trying to look for her father, and quickly after finding that out, you'll forget it. The story is there, but it takes a back seat in this game. Character motivations aren't always clear, and honestly that didn't bother me at all because this game is just so damn fun. BloodRayne is an extremely fast-paced game, and thankfully the controls are really good. The first thing I noticed about this game was how well Rain controlled. There's no mouse acceleration, and she can jump very high and far, making it easy to both navigate levels and obliterate enemies.
Fun. Cat and mouse.
The two main components of the combat include slicing enemies up with Rain's blades, or taking enemies out with firearms and grenades. Left click is assigned to melee with the blades, and right click is assigned to firing weapons or throwing grenades. So using a combination of both is very easy and immensely fun. The combat is pretty simple, it doesn't have a lot of depth to it, but it doesn't have to. It's fun and it controls well. What more do you need? Rain regains health by sucking on people's blood. All you have to do is press E and she'll either lunge at someone or pull someone towards her with a harpoon and start sucking their blood. This makes individual enemies ridiculously easy to defeat because most of the time they're defenseless. You do come across some enemies that you need to press E from behind to suck their blood, and you do find your fair share of enemies that aren't even human, so you can't suck their blood, so that changes things up a bit. Because of this mechanic, the game is much more fun when it throws crowds of enemies at you. Thankfully, it does this a lot. I loved how you could still fire your weapon while sucking a standing enemy's blood, which I found was really helpful. Because Rain is what she is, she has a few fancy abilities that she can use, such as seeing objectives through walls, putting everything into slow motion, and a thing called Blood Rage, where after you build up a blood meter by killing enemies, Rain can go on a rampage and pretty much obliterate everything in sight. None of the other abilities seem to use the blood meter, so you can put the game in slow motion whenever you like for as long as you like. As awesomely gory as it looks putting the game into slow-mo, it can also make the game too easy at times. I often forgot I could use this though, so it didn't bother me too much. I played the game on hard, and whilst there were some immensely difficult moments at times, I found the game to be slightly on the easy side, which is kinda unfortunate. The game never stops being fun or intense though, and while you're playing it, it's not something you notice.
Bastard.
Levels are pretty ugly, but they're designed fairly well. You're often given a lot of space to make use of Rain's high jump and high speed. There's a good mix of linear levels, and levels that let you approach objectives in any order you like. A lot of the boss battles in this game are great fun, they're all very intense and pretty well thought out. On a technical level, BloodRayne is a pretty ugly game, but a lot of the animations are very cool, and it is a gore fest with limbs flying everywhere, so that's pretty amusing. Maybe I'm evil. The overall vibe this game gives you is very cool, and I found that Rain's cynical comments during the game were also very amusing.
Oh, now what the hell is that?
Get away from me!
Wow, that was unexpected.
Overall, BloodRayne is one of those games that are just simply fun. Its great controls and extremely fast-paced nature make it very intense, and it's a blast to play despite it being a little too easy. I'd recommend this game to pretty much anybody that doesn't hate gore. BloodRayne was released in 2002 for the excellent GameCube, the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, the Macintosh, Windows, and apparently it's been released on the PlayStation Network and the OnLive later on. I reviewed the PC version of Good Old Games. Thanks for watching.
So, you think it's crazy or just stupid? Bastard.